Of course, every no match. And a match is be Madrid war and against Osasuna. The Spanish La Liga is red hot interested. In TBI Chelsea ni na say Oshe Spanish La Liga na kakra. Oshe English La Liga na say stress so kakra. You know that the focus should go on the Spanish La Liga. And I don't see how Madrid, after the win against Man City, Ebenya a loss against Osasuna in it. I think that Madrid are going before Madrid went to play Man City. The highlight was on Madrid defense, no, and how they were struggling. And we kept on saying that Madrid has struggled to get results because of the defenders and it can be worrying in the long term. How are Madrid going to get results in the long term? Almost against Man City, almost a huge confidence boost. And I don't think that teams beat Osasuna will make it hard for them. The Spanish La Liga is very close, and Atletico demanded so. It's Barcelona who will play tomorrow. So you look at the match and you look at it in the context of how can you go wrong for Real Madrid? And I think that so take Carlo Ancelotti, for them, this is where the season really begins for them. And after all the injuries, all the setbacks, Madrid and almost show character, and they stayed in the conversation. And then top of the Spanish La Liga, yes, albeit 2 points between Omo and Barcelona, and just 1 point off from Atletico de Madrid. No, still they are in to win it. And I think that Madrid against Osasuna have what it takes to get a job done. Yesterday we spoke about Vinicius Junior and contracts there. As the time goes on, no, you better him come up properly over there in terms of who gets it or who doesn't get it over there. After Barca for your contract extensions for the La Masia boys, no, they are planning to do some more contract extensions. Jules Koundé, Rafinha, and Abrantia Lamine Yamal. Also, there is that of Abrantia, your friend, Frankie de Jong. Do you think the Barca for Indiana Frankie de Jong and Kwana? Because in Fiifi-Manfred, the Barca have tried to let Frankie de Jong go for a while now. Okay, time Eric Ten Hag by all settled in a Manchester United. One of the players he wanted was Abrantia Frankie de Jong because he had worked with him at Ajax Amsterdam before. Now, Frankie decided not to go, stayed in there. There was a point that Frankie ever be prior. Now, in the pecking order of Barca for Fiifi-Manfred, Casado, Gavi, Pedri are there. Of course, they're similar in terms of profile. Only Abrantia friend Casado. The amount of Abrantia friend Mark Bernal was even ahead of Casado before Bernal got injured. So the season starts again. Not say Bernal you fit nobody Fiifi so bad. It means that two La Masia boys can get a job done.
So everything depends on Frankie de Jong.
Also for Barcelona.
No, one our player. And our few says our team now can say the first level, no, especially who position. Yeah. And then like you obey starter. Someone else will take a decision.
No, but the thing is that yes, but say or no taking decision as a club, they say we want to keep you, and they would want they can keep you.
But sometimes you know, the club never so keep you. Now so few so unya the playing timer. You can also tell them, look, me so me person bobo ni bi. But they said the ye, shall Felix the ye. Charles say, look, you person who stay now bo. Some so me buy me playing time.
That is okay. But Barca were going to give Frankie de Jong a contract extension before so prior. And that's the context of the conversation.
Okay.
As it stands now, Barca and for a new contract and come out Frankie de Jong. And I'm beginning to think that for the Barca hierarchy, even now, Eric Garcia is more on the upside in Barca. And they are thinking of keeping him there. I think that was one of the best decisions Xavi made at Barcelona. Making sure that Barca will bring in Eric Garcia and then keep him because technically he's a good player. Yeah. He can play as centre back, can play in the middle. Just like player B to say Christensen. I won't be sure if the season ends and Barca lets Christensen go. And giving how Barca for Christensen in terms of so about for freedom. So everything is going to be pure profit to Team friend FC Barcelona.
Okay.
And our friend Frankie de Jong is really, really important to them. Of course, Rafinha, nobody really thought say Rafinha Babe drew this level. In terms of the quality of playing, in position of games, the goal contribution.
Around Tanaka, as you speak, only see test we are.
Wanna?
Hey, Frankie de Jong.
Oh,
so
this is here. We are in the middle of the season. By the summer, the quality of Frankie, he will get a lot of shooters.
Say, Obia, by now, consider.
No, by the end of the season, Frankie Dion will get shooters, and there's no problem. Even players are by Malang Samunina can shooters. Shooters are not a problem for player of the quality of our branch friend Frankie Dion.
No, but Chelsea, no.
Malang Samunya shooters.
You grow when
you want Bakayoko. Yeah, Timwe Bakayoko Munya shooters come baby. It's definitely shooters will come. It's rich. Madrid Air this weekend against Osasuna. No, Nyamiya Admochina. Barca have a huge one over the. No, I think it's on Monday against Real Vallecano. And I think that Barca will get a job done also. Until by then, we are very, very certain say team your friend Real Madrid would have opened it up. It's a good time for team and friend Real Madrid. And like Carlo Ancelotti said, a branch of friend Antonio Rudiger and Alaba will be back for the return leg. You expect to say there's going to be some resting of players. Modric should be back in the team. Camavinga, Brahim Diaz should come and play some. Rodrigo Mbappe, and Vinicius while the rest. A branch of friend Jude Bellingham because they're a very important player over there for them. Really, really important. Rich. English Premier League, Chelsea na wajano ho America. And now I can say on the English Premier League table, everything is very, very clear. Say Oceania Chelsea na Omunya the results against Brighton and Hove Albion. It was going to put them in a pole position to qualify. And then Man City and Newcastle, Ejina Kono. For me, I think that say Newcastle are taking a leap from what Madrid did to Manchester City. I think that Newcastle will get something out of this game. We spoke about a Madrid-Man City game on the point of view of physicality from Man City from Madrid for at the time, and now for Newcastle. We also said the wingers of Madrid at the time, Vinicius Jr. at the time, and of course Rodrigo, were very, very direct in their channels. Now Newcastle have a similar profile, not the same thing, not of the same quality, but in a similar profile, now branch friend Anthony Gordon, who can also run those channels, who can be dangerous to deal with. So when you're careful with second balls, that's one deal with team or team how. Again, there is a prolific striker in Alexander Isak, who is very good on the half turn in the half space, so it's a creative chance as show. And of course, Joe Links and Mo have been very, very good also for Newcastle. So it's a proper banana skin game for team my friend Manchester City, and they need to be very careful. And they one of them will drop points. And that's a match of huge interest for me. Anya Shekrano, some match here, with 2 goals be about over 1.5 be about, and you are going to take it. Arsenal air away to Leicester City. Arsenal in the last 9 attempts have always been successful playing against my friend Leicester City. And now Leicester struggle. Omunya a rare win against my friend Tottenham Hotspur, but they've not been able to improve and build upon that, and it's affecting them. I'm expecting to Arsenal echo away to the Ken Power Stadium. No, they get a job done. In as much as of EG, so the likes of Bukayo Saka, Monia, they are no money. I'm expecting that Arsenal should be able to go and get a job done against Tima, your friend in Leicester City, away from home, and some goals. So an Arsenal winning over 1.5B should be able to go on there. Here, Nottingham Forest first team Ocean will fear over City ground this season was Fulham. Fulham go away to City ground and show them. Nottingham Forest that third. And or go away to the Craven Cottage to go and play against Marco Silva Fulham side. It's a match I have the and fan show just because Nottingham Forest almost automatically they'll go and win the match. A very, very tough game. Rodrigo Munoz for Fulham has been very, very good on a good scoring form. Of course, Jimenez most are back into the team and they are playing very well. Alex Iwobi have also been very, very solid in there. I understand. A better physicality versus physicality because the Nottingham Forest team is also hinged largely on physicality. Osha, what in the middle of the pack, Morgan gives White any year tomorrow on and off the ball. They work tirelessly for the likes of Anthony Elanga and our branch of Callum Hudson-Odoi to attack the channels and get a job done. Chris Wood is scoring for fun. A player that we have not seen to be very prolific in the last few years. Our English Premier League game. all of a sudden an outlet for them when they want to go long, and so your chance nso or sign bogum Emma Tima your friend Aston Villa we expecting say Ombeyo Majumano El Honum, and in all of those games, of course, on Sunday, Liverpool, everybody against Tima, your friend of Hampton Wanderers. Then, of course, Storia must pay any Manchester United. It is a full for match, pal.
Game of equals.
Equals, yeah.
Oh, equals.
Game of Ubia Nyade.
Game of equals.
Indeed, moment.
I had a chow.
Moment, we are the chow.
Tottenham team no Kofi anyo.
Babu nya de encho mo.
Tottenham.
Most mo de so nye. And me
but ye de na enya na ye chen Tottenham.
Nya no kre. Match ye mo bia ha no ho. Open kre fan count slip on be count their goals. You can't trust either of Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur to win this match for you. And I think that's how it's going to be. Most starting lineup, no, I'm expecting to say it's going to be like this. Euro, Maguire, Nazari. I've said several times, the United biggest problem is the space between the outside centre back and then the CCB. So that space neither one. Who to press, who not to press. I think say at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, no, Tottenham maybe BM, so there are going to be a lot of goals in there. Just one more in the talent Serie A and I'm offensive.
Okay.
Lazio any Inter bebo. Lazio any Napoli bebo, sorry.
The Juventus abo Inter.
And the Juventus Inter. Huge games in the talent Serie A.
Yeah.
Now, when I'm a Nam Chelsea, in game Chelsea, I say, Italian Serie A big match you are was it Chelsea? Lazio di can Napoli this season.
Yeah.
Who's your money on? Who's the Napoli? Vicha Koya no. David Neres is wepra. Iti the last time out game a Napoli boy no. Scott McTominay in the share go no. Apart from Scott, there was no goal. Romelu Lukaku a little bit of a drought kakra. So, and they are going to play against a Lazio side. They have not been bad. Yes, I mean, who share the quality of the Lazio team now? They need a level of Napoli, but still, Omashomo this season, and they can really cause them a lot of worry. And I think that's going to be a huge one for them. I think that Napoli are away to Lazio need at least double chance to be in there. I don't see Napoli losing away to Lazio today. Although they lost the last time out, I think that Antonio Conte has shown that he'll stay in it because league in Sema no. The last time out after that draw against Cagliari, I'm very, very, very close 1 point. And then of course in the same weekend, Inter away to go and play against Juventus. Inter have been solid. The last one against Fiorentina. First one against Fiorentina, we lose 3-0. No?
Okay.
It was that time no man shut off on one shemui. But the return one, they won by 3-0. I think the Inter no will get a job done against team and friend Juventus, and that should be it. Rich Iti, Saturday games, then Sunday, you know, and they put everything together. We are checking how all of those matches are going to go. Of course, after Europa League on Thursday, you know, saying no person Kofi Kesiemu some of your bets now are still running. But Saturday matches and Saturday matches and after all the analysis now, may chow just 3 codes per our team no assisted together to make sure say BBA come on no. It is a good team now ready now for pen and paper and say ultra a 16E6 1DEF 16E6 1DEF and only a 10 odds. Then there is 16E6083D. I think that's around 20 odds or so. 16E6083D. And the last one here, 16E5CF59. 16E5CF59. That's also 20 plus odds on Rich.
I can see on Facebook, I say Sancho was sharp with those runs in the third.